Okay guys, I'm back. So, I have heard some ominous creaking from this thing, so I'm not happy about that. Probably gonna have to get a staple gun, a pneumatic one, so that I can bolt this thing here. But if you look down here, this entire thing is supposed to be flush with this part. And I had to push it to get it to go down, because like I said, this particular board is warped. And so, because these little things, are supposed to come all the way through so that you can bolt the thing down. And this bolt is not even going on correctly. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they did send you a little text key with this entire thing. I don't have an electric one of these, so. So hopefully this won't cause an issue. Okay. Seems to be getting tighter. There we go. I can feel more resistance right now. Okay, so I'll get it more. I don't want to tighten it completely so I have more of it together, just because this side, as you can see, is not up as it's not up as high as it could be. This might be one of those situations where, like I said, I knew I wasn't going to be doing this. If you go this route, you might want to head to Lowe's and get some longer bolts, because that'll probably make this a lot easier. Okay, so that's that side. Okay, so now I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side. Okay, so this is what I meant when I said won't fit in the groove. Like this piece right here, it's the way it is at the top, it's supposed to be all the way like that at the bottom. And as you can see at the bottom, it's just not happening. I could not make it work. And quite frankly, these pieces are attached with like staples and they're kind of flimsy. So, I mean, I'm trying to move right now. As you can see, it's pretty solid, so I don't think it's going to be falling apart. But like I said, this was just a tester to see how I like vegetable trugs. And so over on this side, okay, so the screw wouldn't go through because it wasn't lining up, and I took a hammer and kind of like tapped it in. Actually, I tapped all of them in because they really wouldn't go through the wood properly. And I probably should have just drilled a pilot hole because, as you can see, it's split. But on the outside, it is wedged in there fairly tightly and secure, so I don't think I have to worry about it falling apart. So this is what it looks like from the side. And so like I said, it's 27 inches from here to here, and it's 46 inches from here to here. And so I don't really know, you know what, let me get a tape measure and see how deep it is. Okay, so I'm back. So it looks like it's about 14 inches deep at the deepest point. So that's fairly good. I mean, I think most vegetables need about a foot of growing room. So I'm going to be doing what's called a plantogram. That's what I'm going to do in here. So I will flip the camera around so I can show you what a plantogram actually is. Hey guys, it's Brooke. It's day 2 with the vegetable trug, and I'm not happy. I started to put the dirt in. I put in 3 cubic feet, and that was not enough. So I went and got a second 2 cubic foot bag, bringing it to total 5. And guess what happens once I start to put it in? Can you see that? Yeah, it broke. Yeah, all the dirt is now on the ground. So this planter video is gonna have to wait a little bit because now I have to go get a different planter. Well, I spent $69.99 on it, and clearly, yeah, that was a total waste of money. So I was going to do a salsa planter, and I still am. What I'll do is I'm going to go visit Home Goods first to see if they have any other planters, like the $29.99 one. I really wanted the Vegetable Trug because it was bigger, but at this point, I just need a planter. If not, then I'm gonna go to Lowe's because I know they have some like resin plastic ones that are fairly big, and I guess I'll just have to do 2 with the amount of vegetables that I have. So I did get the vegetables, here they are, and my coworker was kind enough to give me some, so that's what I was going to use, and this entire thing is just not working out right today, so I'll keep you posted.